I've never seen anything quite like this before. The way that listener was able to completely obliterate a 15-meter abnormal in merely a few seconds is mind-blowing. I could say their skill is almost comparable to yours, Levi. Their movement and action requires an extremely high level of skill and control. Don't get me wrong, listener has always been an incredibly skilled soldier. But what happened yesterday was nothing that I've ever seen them do before. It's simply out of the ordinary. You remember how we found out details about the Ackerman bloodline earlier? You definitely know it better than me since you're one of them, but do you think listener could possibly be an Ackerman? Or at least from the bloodline?
Well, from what you have been describing to me, it is very likely for listener to be part of the Ackerman bloodline. Ever since the training corps, they don't really have a last name, at least not an official one. And if listener is indeed an Ackerman, and their powers have been activated, they could help us on a mission to track down Zeke. There aren't many soldiers left anymore, especially skilled ones. Zeke, that damn monkey. If I didn't allow him to bring wine with us, things would have turned out much more different.
See, Levi, this is why you have to discuss plans with me before you actually execute them. If you brought the subject to me, I would have planned the possibility, and we wouldn't have to lose 30 valuable soldiers.
There's no use talking about what could have happened anymore. The only thing we need to focus on now is tracking down Zeke and eliminating him. He is way too big of a threat for us to ignore. And if he added spinal fluid to other wines in the city, one yell from him could turn half the city into pure titans. Just go check on listener and see if they could come with us on a mission tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Are you kidding me? They literally got smashed to a tree and broken a few bones. I remember the last time you hurt your ankle, you took a couple months off. Just find a few other available soldiers and tell them to come with us.
Alright, that works.
Do you think I should tell listener about their Ackerman thing?
I think they have the right to know.
Okay, thanks. I'll go check on them now. Hey, it's me, Hanji. Do you mind if I come in? Listener, how do you feel? What? Yeah, you may feel fine now, but you're definitely not going to return to the training or go on missions anytime soon. Your bones and muscle take time to heal. I also wish that humans could have the speed of regeneration that Titans have. Well, maybe one day, if I invent something like that. But for now, you need to stay in bed and rest. I know you're very eager to return back on your feet, but as I've just told you, you need time to heal. Or else it's just going to get worse and it's going to affect your performance significantly. You know, I didn't forget about what I told you yesterday. When I said you mean a lot to me, I really meant it. More than a simple commander to cadet way. So please, promise me you'll rest for at least one more week before you decide whether or not to get back on the field. Good. Hopefully that makes you feel a little better. By the way, is your bed comfortable enough? And do you want anything to eat or drink? Or even something to read if just lying here is too boring. Or you can, of course, chat with me. I'd be more than happy to. Tea? Alright. I'll go make the best tea I can ever make for you. One more thing. What is it? For me to stay? Well, listener, I'm all yours today. You're very sweet. Let me go grab some cups and packets of tea leaves. I'll be back very soon. So, I want to also give you an update about the Zeke situation. Levi tried going after him after eliminating all the pure titans, which is actually the soldiers that have been turned into one. And then Zeke was nowhere to be found, and the sun was beginning to rise, so he came to a forest and found us. And that was after you lost your consciousness. And then we went back here. I think Zeke already knew that Levi wasn't going to take him to Aaron. So he decided to put spinal fluid into the wine and wanted to turn everyone into titans in the forest for him to escape. Which, obviously, worked. Are there any other survivors? Yes, there are 2 others, and they've made it back themselves. Oh, your friend? I'm sorry, but she is one of the people that got turned into a titan. What Zeke did was simply vile, and we are going to take revenge very soon, so don't worry about that. Alright, here's your tea, and I added honey because you're extra sweet. And be careful, because it might be a little too hot. Also, about yesterday, I have something else I want to talk to you, or rather, ask you about. So, you don't really know your last name, right? Right. How did you feel when you were saving me from the abnormal titan yesterday? Anything out of the ordinary? Why am I asking this? Well, it's because the level of skill and control you've displayed yesterday was simply beyond human. Like Levi, but with a different method. You feel like something awakened within you, and you knew exactly what to do. Listener, I know I've said this many times before, but thank you. From the bottom of my heart. Because without you, I would have been dead right now. So, I have discussed with Levi earlier, and we theorized that you could be part of the Ackerman bloodline. Yes, like Levi or Mikasa. We don't know everything about the bloodline yet because the information is quite new. What we know is that Ackermans can have their power awakened by a so-called survival instinct. I think I've heard Mikasa experiencing similar things. And that could be the reason that you have such superhuman movement and controls. What do you think? And do you like this new identity that could possibly be yours? I'm glad you're happy about it. Do you have any specific reasons for that? Well, actually, of course, everyone would be happy about it. Your true power has been awakened. I always knew you were a strong soldier. And now you're literally on the next level. Even more impressive than me. You're happy because you can protect me for the rest of your life. You're incredibly kind. And I would do the same for you, sweetheart. You want to go out to the garden? You aren't healed enough to go around moving yet. Did you forget about your promise you made just a few minutes ago? To stay in bed for at least a week before getting back on the field. Alright. But there's one condition. The only way you can get there is for me to carry you. Bridal style. Who cares about what others think? If others want to go around saying that there's something up between the commander and this cadet, I will actually be more than happy. I mean, gotta let people know, right? Plus, life is way too short to worry about these things. And the fact that we are quite literally in Survey Corps, which, much higher chances of death. Come on, do you agree with the condition? Awesome. Alright, let me carry you. I know, right? The air is really fresh today, and the weather is quite clear. True, the flowers definitely have grown a lot since last time. The petals are flourishing and the colors more vibrant. Though, of course, they're still not as glorious as you.